السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. مرحبا بكم أيها الطلاب الكرام. Today, الدرس الثالث, الجزء الثالث, lesson 3, part 3. We have something on the board if you take a look. First, I got this big 40 here. I believe there's 40 words here. These 40 words, every single one of them should be known by you. And if all of these words are not known by you, and I mean every word, then that means you're probably moving too fast, and what you need to do is go back and review the lessons you've already viewed before. The course is supposed to be that you are able to construct sentences, understand, and to learn these vocabulary words, because next lesson, you're going to be at 50 words. And then the lesson after that, you're going to be at 60 and 70. And like I said before you know it, there's 100 words, and you're still thinking, I don't know any Arabic. But you have to make sure you go back and study those first lessons, and don't move past it until you've comprehended the entire lesson. Let's go ahead. When last we left off, I told you guys from number 3 to number 10 that you're going to try to read them on your own and try to make sure that you understand the words and are able to find out how the sentence or the sentence is structured. So we get to number 3 and it says, Al-Kursiyu Maksurun. You shouldn't even need my help with this one. You know the meaning of kursi and you know the meaning of maksur. If you look up here, kursi is somewhere to be found. And if you look over here, maksurun is there. Just because alif lam is added to it, it doesn't suddenly mean that you don't know the meaning anymore. It just means the. Al-kursiyu maksurun. You can change it and say al-qamisu, al-masjidu, al-sariru maksurun. Whatever it might be. Next, number 4, السؤال الرابع. Al-mindilu wasikhun. What's the meaning of mindil? A handkerchief. Wasikh is new though, so technically we would put that on the board. And by the way, these are just words that I gathered together in about 2 minutes or 3 minutes. I'm sure there's some I forgot or didn't, add, but you might have more words than this. Wasikhun. Filthy, dirty. Next, we have, they put wasikhun there. I'm going to put nadifun just right after it so you can write the opposite. Nadif. Nadifun. Wasikh, dirty or filthy. Nadifun is clean. Next, what we have is number 5. السؤال الخامس. الماء بارد. الماء. What's الماء? وأنزلنا من السماء ماء طهورا. We have sent down from the heavens or the sky pure water. Ma means water. Barid. What is barid? I wish it was barid in here. I wish it was cooler in here. Barid. It means cold. Okay? This is what you should be doing. You get a word, write it down. Baridun. Even if it's already written there, don't just say I've read it. Make sure that you write it as well. What's the opposite of barid? Now, they don't take it right away, but I'm going to give it to you guys right away because it's easier to memorize this way. Harun. See the shadda with the tanween? You got to hold that ra. Harun. Harun. Or if you pause, har. Har. Barid, cold. Har, hot. Next, what we have, number 5, was al-ma'u baridun. Water is cold. القمر جميل. Qamar means what? Qamar means the moon. And what's the meaning of the next word? Jamil. It's a common name, but it's actually also a description. Jamil means beautiful. Jamil means beautiful. And the female version of that would be adding a ta. Jamila, which also means beautiful, but for feminine. The moon is beautiful. Al-qamaru jamilun. Number 7. Al-baytu qaribun wal-masjidu ba'idun. Al-baytu. What is the meaning of al-bayt? Probably one of the first words, if not the first word we took. There it is. The house. Qarib. Near. The house is near. And you're going to write both of those together. Qaribun. And what's the one in the other sentence? Al-masjidu ba'idun. Ba'idun. Okay? Near, far. Qarib, ba'id. Near and far. What do we have next is number 8. Al-hajaru thaqilun wal-waraqu khafifun. We are going to erase this line. And now we have two other opposites. Thaqil. Khafif. What's on this haraka? What's on this word over here? Dhammatain. What's on this one over here? Dhammatain? Well, let's see. Is there L in front of it? Yes, there is. One dhamma. No L here. What should happen? Dhammatain. Any L here? No. Dhammatain. What about here? Dhammatain. I want you guys to understand that concept of normally the words start on dhammatain. If they got L, it's one dhamma. And we'll learn what that's, what that means. Marfu'. But we'll learn about it later, inshallah. Next we have, he said, Al-hajaru thaqilun. Stones or rock, the rock is heavy. Wal-waraqu waraqatun. Waraqatun. Waraqu is paper. And paper is the opposite of thaqil. If this is heavy, what is khafif? Thaqil is heavy. Opposite is khafif, which means light. Number 9, al-labanu. What's laban? What is laban? Laban means... Now, this is a little tricky, actually. I'll tell you why. Not really, it's tricky. But it's just more like... what's commonly used. You have the word halib. And laban. So, halib in today's term is milk. And laban in today's term would be that yogurt milk, like a buttermilk. So we're just going to write that down, like a buttermilk. Or the yogurt milk, okay? The one that has kind of a sour flavor. Halib and laban, okay? Al-labanu har. The milk, we're just going to shorten to say the milk, is hot. And number 10, qamisu nadhifun. Some word that we've taken before, qamis, shirt. But what is the meaning of nadif? Remember we took it earlier, it was here. We had wasikhun, and then we had nadif underneath. He said nadif means clean. Now I get to page 15, and it's tamreen time. Page 15 is tamreen time. Means practice time. It says iqra, read. Waktub. What is the meaning of uktub? Write. Oh, here's some new words. Instructional words and also useful words. They said اقرأ واكتب مع ضبط أواخر الكلمات. This one I'm just going to tell you the meanings. This word ma'a, it means with. Read and write ma'a. With ضبط. ضبط here means this means by placing the appropriate harakat. ضبط means that you should put the appropriate harakat. Where do you place them? أواخر, at the end, الكلمات, of the words. أواخر الكلمات. So here it's saying read and write with placing the ends of the words. What's the ends of the word? The haraka at the end of the word. So you're going to look at the word masjidu, or I'm sorry, the first word says masjidun, put the dhammatain. The next word says al-masjidun or al-masjidu. Up to you to decide. Make sure you do that for the entire words. The next exercise simply says read and write. Make sure you put the harakat there. And for number 3, it is simply fill in the blanks. But when you guys come back, we'll take number 3 together, inshallah. We're going to go ahead and stop here. Make dua that Allah aids you in learning that which you don't know, and that He blesses you to do that which you do know. And like we always say, ila al-liqa, wassalamu alaikum.